to the Kodi's pre-award show. Here's your host, Stephanie Savage.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Savage, and I'm here with men's volleyball coach Greg Gibbous. Greg, thanks for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so Greg, your team and yourself are nominated for a couple awards tonight. Can you tell me a little bit about what went into making this such a successful season for you guys?
I think it's just the high quality of individuals we had involved in our program this year. I think for us to be nominated for Team of the Year is kind of one of the big ones, and it was something that our guys kind of had in the back of their mind too, that not only did they want to be strong on the court, but strong academically, strong in the community, and I think all those things really went towards being in the Team of the Year, and I think it just speaks to the quality of individuals that we have in our program, and we're super lucky that they all want to be Kodiaks.
That's awesome. And you are also nominated for Coach of the Year tonight, both yourself and Anna. And so volleyball, putting up a good showing. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think we've really started to turn around the culture around volleyball in Southern Alberta. And for us, that was one of the things that Anna and I set forth 2 years ago. So it's nice to see a lot of those things coming to fruition. And now we're getting a lot of those top-level athletes from Southern Alberta wanting to be Kodiaks. And I think for us, if we can continue to grow the game and continue to do good things in our program, then it's just going to, really get people excited about volleyball in Southern Alberta. And that's the main goal of our program, right, is to get more and more people involved in the sport that we love.
That's amazing. And so this year, you guys played a big game in Medicine Hat that led to some exciting times for you, and you guys had the basketball teams show up. How important is that for the Kodiaks to kind of show their support to each other?
Yeah, minus my embarrassing celebration, I think other than that, I think Todd's really pushed a culture here, and I think all of the coaches and all the athletes are really starting to buy in. And I know it says it on the curtain over there that we are all Kodiaks, but I think if anyone was in that gym in Medicine Hat, you could definitely feel it. So I think they gave us a lot of love, and we tried to reciprocate that when they hosted ACACs as well. And I think culture just breeds culture, and the more and more we do those types of things, the better off everyone in the gym is going to be.
Totally. So you had some big shows from your players this year. You had some great things come out of Dax and Matt and all the team, really. But can you tell me a little bit about the awards that they got?
Yeah, so Dax was nominated as an ACAC All-Star, which is awesome. That's his second year in a row for that. And Matt Primrose was also nominated as an ACAC All-Star. So in the libero position, he was kind of deemed the best person in his position, which is a high accomplishment for a guy who's only been playing that position for 2 years. And I do want to shout out Carter Hansen as well. I know he got a little bit snubbed on that evening, but I thought Carter was someone who did a lot of work for us all year and was really a big presence for us. And then through CCAA, Matt Primrose will also be recognized as an academic All-Canadian, and I think if you even looked, he'd probably be with distinction. He's a really strong academic student and is working towards some pretty big goals. And
something we talked about just before this interview started, he was kind of a walk-on last year, so.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we talked to other coaches in the province, and they're like, what's going on down there? And I was like, well, we just got a bunch of guys who love volleyball and want to be part of a team, and I think that's really shaped who we are. And I think when you watch us play together, we love each other, and I think that's easy to say. And for a guy like Prim, he just kind of walked on the floor and took over. And it's hard to put into words what that group of guys was able to do this year. And I think they've really set the tone for future teams and future Kodiaks.
So something that you guys got named this year somehow was the Band of Idiots. How did that come about?
That's funny. Dax and I were just actually at the Kodiak summer camp, and we were kind of talking about each player on the team and what their roles were, and kind of just came to the conclusion that we're just a bunch of guys. They're not a bunch of guys who were recruited heavily. They're not a bunch of guys that were provincial team athletes or highly scouted. And so we're kind of just a bunch of idiots, from me down. I think everyone just likes to have a lot of fun playing the sport that they like to do. And you watch Lucas for 5 minutes, and I think everyone can come together and see what that's all about. And I think as a group, it was something that we could really band around, right? We might not have been everyone's first choice, but together we're something pretty special.
Awesome. So that's all the time we have for you guys with Greg. Thank you so much for joining me. Why don't we take a look at a video here?
The men's soccer team had a strong season. They finished off the year with a solid record of 6 wins, 1 loss, and 3 ties, and a spot in the ACAC playoffs. The men would lose a heartbreaker in their first playoff game after falling in penalty kicks to Concordia. Wing Jimmy Bukuru says the season was successful and that the team played strong all year long.
I believe we did very well throughout the season because we made the playoffs, which is a very big achievement throughout the season. That's what we always look for, is towards the playoff, making the playoff.
The Kodiak women's team finished the year with a record of 2 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie, missing out on a coveted playoff spot. Goalkeeper Brittany Klein says the team learned a lot and will use this season as a building block for years ahead.
I think once we get playing with a couple new players this season, we'll have a lot of work to do, but I think just meshing as a team as a whole will be kind of the main focus this year.
In futsal, the women saw great success, which included qualifying for the playoffs. The team claimed its first ever medal, a silver in the ACAC Championships. The men, however, weren't as fortunate, finishing the round robin with an 0-3 record. But despite the disappointment, the team is looking to build off this year.
Have you had any of the food yet?
No,
You
we
guys
don't.
eat?
No.
You guys are- no,
No.
you're working.
Hi, so I'm joined here today at the Kodis with Sam Lency. So Sam, can you tell me a little bit about why you're excited to be at this year's event?
Well, this is my first Cody's event, so I'm very excited. I work on the academic side, so I'm excited to see how well-rounded students work. The academics, the athletics, how it's put together into these incredible students, these winners, all the people who are nominated, all the people who are here tonight, celebrating athletics and academics at the same time. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like throughout the night.
And how important would you say it is for the athletes to get recognized here by the college?
Oh, I think it's probably the pinnacle of their year. You know, we all go through our academics. That's why we're here, right? To get our parchments and to graduate and to have these great jobs, but to also be an athlete and recognized for the wonderful job they've done on top of that, that must be very exciting.
And so for a lot of these people, it's their last year putting on a Kodiaks uniform. So would you say that this is kind of like a feel-good moment, way to end their career off, I guess, here?
It's a feel-good moment. It's also probably a little bit sad, you know, because that is such a to make it to college athletics, how incredible is that?
And perfect. So that's all the time we have for today. So thank you, Sam. And we'll be standing by with Houston in a moment.
I'm here with Kyle, the Kodiaks announcer for most of the year's games. So Kyle, do you have any predictions going into the awards night tonight?
Oh, wow. Like, there is definitely a ton of great athletes that compete in this season. But I think what I really hope to win most of the awards was probably the men's volleyball team. They really put on quite a contribution, and they definitely have made quite an impact, especially during the ACAC tournament when they won in the first round. So I'm hoping they win most of the awards.
And announcing-wise, what was it like to be an announcer for the Kodiaks throughout the year?
Well, during junior high and high school, I played a lot of sports, and so I really have the feel when it comes to playing sports and all that. But with the game day announcer job here at the college, it's definitely quite different. And when I started this, it was definitely quite new to me, but yet I still had the same impact. I still had the same enthusiasm to keep the team going, like to keep them energized and to keep the spectators energized, which is part of what I do for my job. I just really love the sport, and it's just something I just wanted to do for fun.
Alrighty, thanks, Kyle. Hey, Steph, who do you have up next?
And we're back, and I'm here joined by women's volleyball coach Anna Schwark. Anna, thanks so much for coming in to talk to me. So Anna, big exciting night for you tonight. Tell me a little bit about how you felt your season went.
I mean, I'm over the moon with it, to be honest. I think that we overcame a lot of adversity this year and did a lot better than we expected and probably everybody else in the league expected. So it's just been really eye-opening to see what it's like to be a competitive program that makes it to the top four in our league. So that's just been awesome. It gave us a taste, and now I think we're really hungry to get back to that point next year.
So most of your team is joining you guys back next year. Carissa Mildenberger, for your fifth year, was the one to leave. So how many recruits are we seeing be brought in for the next year?
Right now, we've got 2 girls signed so far, 2 girls out of MedHat actually. Great athletes, Leanne Arnott and Carly Donoff. They're both really great athletes. People that I think will come in and make a really big impact on and off the floor right away. They're definitely athletic enough to be finding some court time in the first year. And they just have great personalities. I've enjoyed getting to know them as much as I have up until this point. So that's been really fun. Other than that, it's been kind of fun. We have a lot of different opportunities and a lot of different options that we're looking at right now. So still a little bit up in the air, but we're looking to make some of those moves really, really soon. But I think it's just been new for me to have so many girls that are interested in our program and want to come to Lethbridge College. That's just been crazy. So I'm very excited with how the recruiting process is going this year.
That's awesome. And there has actually been a huge push and drive in the volleyball program the last 2 years. Coincidentally, you and Greg joined the team 2 years ago. How much do you think your guys' joining the team contributes to that?
I think, I mean, obviously I don't want to, toot my own horn too much, but I think especially this year I've been able to really connect with the girls on a more personal level, and I think that's been really important. I think just sometimes getting a fresh pair of eyes in, it doesn't hurt. I'm a little bit younger. I can relate to these girls a little bit more, and I think that's been an asset as opposed to a shortcoming for me. And Greg as well, I think he's a down-to-earth guy, and he connects with his athletes really well, and I've enjoyed getting to work with him, and we kind of are going through this process together of learning and coaching, so it's been really fun.
All right, and last but not least, tell me what it feels like to be nominated for Coach of the Year.
I'm super excited about it. It's something that I didn't think was going to happen. Our program is really humble beginning, so anything good that comes to our program is just so gratifying. And so exciting, because I think a lot of people still look at us, maybe it was a fluke, maybe they got lucky for 1 year, and so just to see that myself and the girls are getting some recognition, that's really exciting.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time we have with Anna. Thank you. Good luck on your award tonight. And why don't we take a look at the cross country and track team season via video?
This year has been an all-out sweep for the Lethbridge College Kodiaks cross-country and track and field teams, led by a strong coaching squad.
The women this year tend to be a little bit more consistent, sort of stuck in that second, third position. The men's have sort of fluctuated between third and fourth.
Leading the way for the Kodiaks was CCAA Women's All-Canadian and ACAC Female Rookie of the Year, first-year Sophia Nowicki. Nowicki placed well into the 6-kilometer distance with 22:01.8 clocking. Good enough for bronze in ACAC Championship in Red Deer.
Good person on and off the field. I mean, we all love her. She's very bubbly, and then she sets the example, and it's good. She'll probably get Rookie of the Year.
Nowicki was highly recruited by several post-secondary institutions after placing second in the 2016 high school cross-country provincials. Her goals are to be a nurse one day. She loves to run and does it as a hobby and life skill as part of her goals in life. Leading the way on the men's side, Evan Career of the Kodiaks was the top Lethbridge runner in the 8-kilometer, also in Red Deer, finishing 11th. As a team, the combined Kodiaks team placed 4th overall. The men's and women's indoor track teams both placed 3rd in the ACACs with 68 and 72 points respectively. A solid showing for the young team, hoping to build for the future as it looks forward to the 2018-2019 season.
So I'm here tonight with Kodiaks player Mike Clemens. So Mike, can you tell me a little bit about how it feels to be at the Kodiak?
It feels good. Makes us feel like celebrities. We get to meet other athletes and mingle and just have fun and kind of wrap the whole year up in one event.
And would you say it feels pretty good to be recognized tonight?
Yeah, I didn't even know I was going to be recognized till earlier today, and it definitely feels good. It just shows that the hard work pays off.
And so your team are up for a couple awards, Upset of the Year, I know Comeback of the Year. So can you tell me a little bit about how it feels to be recognized for those?
It feels great because one of them was when we upset the #1 team, and it just felt like that was a breaking point in the season. We finally just got over that hump, and it's just one of the memories we share from the season.
Perfect. Thanks, Mike. That's all the time we have, and I'll be standing by with Houston.
Thanks, Alex. I'm here with Joe, who's a parent, and he's also one of the sponsors of the Lethbridge College Kodiaks. So, Joe, what's it like to be a parent of one of the coaches, but also a sponsor of the Kodiaks?
Oh, it's great. It really gets us into the game. We come in every home game, the odd away game as well, and we've watched a lot of volleyball over the years, and it's great that we can continue to do that.
And what's it like, how long have you been a sponsor of the Lethbridge Kodiaks?
I think this is the second or third year. I'm not even sure, but second or third year.
And do you have any predictions going into tonight's award ceremony?
Oh God, no, I'm not. I love to see the girls volleyball team get something, but it's hard to say. There was a lot of good teams this year. The basketball, the boys volleyball, everybody did awesome. So it's going to be a lot of good recipients of the awards this year.
And do you have any predictions for your daughter's team next year?
Well, they sure improved a lot this year. I hope they can continue that trend and keep winning games and go a little deeper into the playoffs next year.
Alrighty, thanks, Joe. I believe we are going to go back to Stephanie. Stephanie, who do you have up next?
I am joined here by Knut Peterson. Knut, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. How are you feeling about the awards ceremony tonight?
Well, it's always exciting. It's a great event for the athletes, and people is interested in athletic at the college here. It's a great event to visit, and the excitement in the room is always something that keeps me awake the night before.
So tell us a little bit about your history with the college.
Well, it started back in the 80s when my good friend Alvin Teets was coaching the men's team. And I came and watched them, and I refereed them actually. I was a soccer referee in those days. And so that's how I got involved with at the college level. And then when he quit the men's team and the opportunity came up that we could start a women's team back in 1994, he was ready to roll. So that's basically how I really got involved. And then I retired in 1994 from the farm, so I had time on my hands. I got involved with the fundraising part of it, and that's how it all started. Yeah.
So I think you told me back at the ACAC banquet that you guys had to pay for a lot of the stuff yourselves the first year that the soccer program was in place. Is that? That
is correct. Yeah, I went to Tim Talton. He was the athletic director at the time, and asked him if we could start a women's soccer team, and he said, "Yeah, sure, as long as you pay for it yourself, and maybe you should play exhibition the first year." So I basically said that I'll take you up on one of those, but the other one, no. We're gonna either we're gonna play in the regular league, or else we're not gonna start it. So we came up with the money, and we got a sponsor. Ron Sakamoto stepped in and helped out a little bit. The first 3 years, between the three of us, we funded the team the first 3 years. But the college did pay our way when we went to nationals the first year. Yeah.
So then now the soccer program has grown to include futsal. Mm-hmm. So some people maybe don't know a lot about futsal. What do you know about this sport?
Well, I've played it over the years in the gym. It fits in perfectly in a gym, so you don't need any special. That's actually soccer, indoor soccer in Lethbridge started as futsal back in the days before they had a real soccer arena to play in. And most places in Canada, they play futsal. Alberta is one of the few places they play arena indoor soccer. So it's a real indoor soccer is actually futsal, not arena soccer.
Interesting. So how do you think the introduction of futsal helped to grow the soccer program here at the college?
Well, it's all I've always said that soccer should be a 2-semester sport anyway. So we used to make them play indoor at the soccer center after the outdoor season. So now it's much more affordable to play futsal in my mind. And it's a better skill. It teaches you more skills to play indoor futsal rather than arena soccer, because you don't have, as you well know, there's no boards involved when you play outdoor soccer. So it's all about control, and it's a better game, I think.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time we have here. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for everything you've done for the college over the years. Why don't we check out some videos on how the rest of the season went for some of the other Kodiaks teams?
All right.
The women's basketball season was a rebuilding one as they went on to finish the year with a 6-15 record. The team showed resiliency throughout the year after the team lost many key members from the national winning team a year ago. The squad was paced this year by fifth-year forward Amy Arbin, who averaged a double-double by grabbing over 10 rebounds per game, along with having a points per game average of over 10 on the season. She was later named to the first all-conference team, which was a great feat for herself and her squad. The men, meanwhile, were able to place fourth in the Southern Division, finishing with a respectable 13-8 record. They were able to put together impressive victories, even beating the nationally ranked St. Trojans. The Kodiaks went on to host this year's ACAC Championships, where they were able to come away with a 2-1 record, claiming 5th place. It was a sad ending to the season, as multiple senior members played their final games in a Kodiaks uniform. Top scorer Keanu Funa says he knew his team was always capable against any opponent.
In both of those games, it felt like we just came out strong. We're always up to play against Sate, as well as like a few others, and throughout the game, we kept it close throughout it, and then just wanted it more in the end, and it was just an exciting feel throughout the entire time.
So I'm here tonight with volleyball player Dax Whitehead. So Dax, can you tell me, you're up for male Kodiak of the Year. Can you tell me a little bit about how that feels?
It feels pretty good, not just individually, but as a team, because I wouldn't be even up for a nomination without the guys on my team, the coaching, my girlfriend, my family, all that. Like, they really push me every day to get where I need to be. So it's nice to be acknowledged for the work I've put in.
And as the season's has winded down, would you say that this is a good event to get all the athletes together and get kind of one last crack with your teammates?
Yeah, I really like it because you get to see the guys we haven't seen them since probably February there, so it's nice to see everybody, have some food, socialize a bit, catch up, and then kind of part ways before the semester's over.
And how would you say your night's been going so far?
Oh, it's been going good. Good food tonight. You guys have been doing a good job, and everyone who set this up has been doing a really good job tonight.
And would you say you're looking forward to the latter half of this event?
Oh, yeah. It's I like seeing different sports like soccer and basketball. I didn't really get out much to see them play, so it's nice to see who their kind of star players were and support the women's volleyball program as long as men's volleyball.
Perfect, and that's all the time we have, so thanks, Dax, and we have Houston standing by.
Thanks, Alex. I'm here with Taylor Laviolette, a soccer player for the Lethbridge College Kodiaks. So, Taylor, do you have any early predictions for tonight's award ceremony?
So far, I have a prediction that our keeper will be getting recognized because he made ACAC All-Star. Probably rookie might be Jimmy Bukuru. Yeah, that's my prediction so far.
And now we shifted off to you. Is there anything you have working on for next season? Are you coming back to next season, I might add?
Yes, I'm coming back next season. And lately I've been working on my cardio because I'm trying out for a PDL team in Vancouver for the summer. When I come back, I hope to be in more shape and have more confidence.
And is there any prediction you have for your team to succeed? I know you guys did fairly well this year. Do you have any predictions for next year?
Well, we're losing quite a few players, so it's time for our younger players to step up and make the drive to get us to playoffs again and move on from there.
Okay, thanks, Taylor. We're going to go back up to Steph. Who do you have next, Steph?
Thanks, Houston. I'm joined here by Tim Tallstrup. Tim, thank you so much for joining me. So, Tim, you were involved with the Kodiaks for many years. Can you tell us a little bit about what you did when you were here?
Well, when I first come here, I was hired on as the athletic director and a men's basketball coach. So I did that for about 10 years as a coach and the athletic director. Then I switched off and went to the business department and taught a course or two there. And stayed with the athletic directorship, and eventually when we got this new facility, I was full-time just in administration.
So over the years, the Kodiaks have made huge changes to the program, and things are big. We have these big events and whatnot. So what do you make of the changes that have been made around here?
I think Todd's doing an awesome job. He's just taking it to a higher level and giving the athletes, student athletes, a great time, you know, being able to combine their academics and their athletics. And unfortunately, there's a few that just go with their athletics and forget the academics. But they get weeded out, and but that's an important step, I think, in college athletics.
So one of the big things they've been pushing this year is We Are All Kodiaks. And I know that's kind of a new branding, but is that something you guys felt back in the day too?
Well, I'm sure. The Kodiaks were a popular team in southern Alberta, always have been. You know, before I took over the program, they were big time, you know, in the college sports, and they've just kept climbing up the ladder, eh?
So there has been obviously some changes. We now have futsal, and we have the women's soccer team, which I know got created when you were here. Mm-hmm. So how much bigger are the sports now in the college community?
Well, I think that this, like the futsal, I had to ask Todd, what in the world is that? You know, I wasn't aware of what that was, but he told me, and it sounds like an awesome sport to have. indoor, almost like a soccer program, is my understanding. So that's great. That's a new sport. We, when I was athletic director, we, like you say, we got in women's soccer, but we also lost a few sports. The time I entered here, they kind of simplified, and then we tried to build it back up. So, it's great to see Todd doing so many exciting things with each of these sports.
So there is 2 awards tonight that are in your honor. They're named after you, and they're the Leadership and Athletics of the Year award. Why is it important to focus on both?
Well, I think that, the academics is ultimate important because they're going to be using that once they leave here. It's hard to understand, but sooner or later you do realize that sport is just a game. And it's an important game in these lives of these young people at this time. But if they'll combine the academics and the leadership and things of that nature, it's going to be so helpful. I always call it a stepping stone to do what they want to do out in their career. So that's what I would think is very important for these student athletes.
All right, so lastly, what is your favorite memory from the years that you spent here at the college?
Well, I think the favorite memory that I have is having this facility come on campus. We tried a number of times to get a new athletic facility, and we were put off on a couple of occasions. And in essence, I'm glad we were put off because, the facility we got was the talk of the town back in the 1990s. Everybody was saying, when can we get our facility like Lethbridge Community College? And, one of the schools told me that the government told them there won't be another facility built like Lethbridge Community College. So just to have this facility, and it's served the community so well, that was very exciting for me to see this come online.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much. That's all the time we have here to talk. Thank you for everything you did for the Kodiaks over the years, and I hope you enjoy the rest of tonight. And we're going to throw it back to Alex. So, Alex, who do you have interviewing over there with you now?
So I'm here tonight with Seth Slump, soccer player. So Seth, this is your first year playing for the Kodiaks. Can you tell me a little bit about what this first Cody's event's been like for you?
So far pretty good. It's not much to say really so far. Just having some fun with the friends, teammates, eating some food together, and it's just socializing. It's a good way to end off the season.
And it was your first year with the Kodiaks. Would you say you're looking forward to what next year will bring?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I played a minimal role in the soccer team, played a little bit bigger role in the futsal team. So we lose our starting goalkeeper, and so it'll be nice to actually get some playing time next year, hopefully.
So you'd say you're looking forward to next year, then hopefully coming back and being a part of this event next year?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. It'll be a good time again next year. We'll have, I don't know, we're losing a bunch of players, but it'll be a good time to figure out who we get next year, and yeah, we'll go from there.
And you mentioned you're losing some players. Would you say it's a bittersweet moment for them, as this might be their last, as they've already put on a Kodiak uniform for the last time? This is kind of their last time they'll be with their teammates?
Yeah, it's a very special moment for them. It's also could be an emotional one. Last year, we have one that was played all 5 of his years here, so I think that's an impressive run because college, you have up to 4 years maximum here at the college, and then you have as minimum as like a couple months, 2 years. So it's like an impressive run to do 5 years straight as in the Kodiak uniform.
Perfect. Well, that's all the time we have. So thanks, Seth. I got Houston standing by.
Thanks, Alex. I'm here with Matt, who is the assistant coach of the men's volleyball team. So, Matt, do you have any early predictions for the award ceremony?
I don't think I do. I mean, every single team had such a great season in all aspects through coaching, players, rookies, everything like that. So it's kind of anybody's ball game.
Dax Whitehead had a heck of a season. Do you think he's going to win any award tonight?
I would say he has to. He was definitely one of the most instrumental players, not only on our team but in our league, and that speaks volumes to who he is. He's a big team player, both on the court and off, in the classroom, everything like that. So he definitely deserves recognition.
Now, this year is the first year your club actually made it to the playoffs in program history. Can you enlighten us on how good that felt?
Oh, absolutely. We've made it to the playoffs before. It was the first time that we made it through the quarterfinals. And yeah, I mean, just watching replays of winning that quarterfinal point. You know, you look at guys like Dax Whitehead again. You know, you watch him during that final point, and you know there isn't a muscle in his body that was going to hold him up from the ground. He just collapsed in celebration. You know, a guy who's been with the program for 4 years. It's what everybody works towards, right? You know, even though we didn't get it done at the end of the year, that was one of our big goals, was to kind of have a building block for the next season and make this program better.
And do you have any predictions for next year or anything like certain you guys are working on?
I'm not too sure. You know, we have a really strong recruiting class coming in. So it's definitely going to be a transition phase where we have kind of some 4th and 5th year guys kind of taking a lot of first year guys under their wings. So it's going to be a really good learning year, but at the same time we'll have a lot of talent.
Alrighty, thanks, Matt. We are going on next to Stephanie Savage. Who do you got next, Steph?
Well, Houston, I don't have anyone here joining me because that is the end of our pre-show. We have enjoyed all the guests that we got a chance to speak with tonight, and we hope you all stick around for the Kodis that kick off right at 7:30. So thank you again for tuning in, and that's all the time we have.
welcome to the 2017-2018 Kodis. And please give a round of applause for your host, Paul Kingsmith.
I got caught watching the video and forgot to come up here. It's all downhill from there after that. So big hand for Jamin Heller, who put together that highlight video for you. Good evening and welcome to the 2018 Kodis. My name is Paul Kingsmith. I'm your MC tonight and the only man standing between you and a night of partying ahead of you, because no one is getting this dressed up to come sit in the gym for the night. So welcome to the awards. We have a great night planned for you. More exciting videos are on their way, lots of awards to hand out, all kinds of good stuff. We have some introductions to get to first. And first, we would like to acknowledge that we are on the traditional lands of the Blackfoot Confederacy. We'll make some introductions. Hold your applause till the end, and then we'll get this thing rolling. I'd like to introduce the chair of the Lethbridge College Board of Governors, Kristen Aylesby, here with us tonight, along with Dr. Paula Burns, President and CEO, and other members of the executive leadership team, as well as the college's leadership council. So thank you all for being here tonight. A few thank yous as we get underway to the culinary students and instructors for that food that we had earlier. That was fantastic, so thank you. Our AV team, these guys sitting over here, barely illuminated on the side. They've been here all day setting up the audio and the video for tonight, so give it up for those guys. Our DCM students, they were the ones who were interviewing you on the red carpet on the way in tonight. They've been working like crazy to get this thing up and going, and have been helping out all year long as well. They're the group that treat you guys, the athletes, like you're Olympians or something like that. So give it up for the DCM crew up there. And the athletics department as well. Todd, Ada, Holly, and Jamin, for everything that you guys do all year long. Thank you for making tonight and the whole season possible. All right, let's get going. Here at the college, I do communications, which means that basically I write and talk about you guys, and you guys give me a whole lot to write about as the year goes on. We have award winners, we have big wins. We don't have any championships this year, so a little disappointed on that side. All right. But we did pick up 34 different ACAC or CCAA awards and team honors this year. No, they weren't all just Sophia Nowicki. We hosted the ACAC Men's Basketball Championships. We even won a game during the tournament, so that was fun. Cross country qualified and sent an entire team to nationals. Volleyball, both teams made the playoffs in the same year for the first time in 13 seasons, which I'm pretty sure alone makes Greg Guybos and Anna Schwark eligible for the new Kodiaks Hall of Fame just by doing that alone. Women's futsal, silver in just their second season of competition. Nice work. Men's futsal also played the sport. But I feel like there was one honor this year that we were robbed on. Like, out of all the good things that happened, there was one really controversial thing that happened. It was from the ACAC Cross Country Running Championships. And we actually have a photo of the moment that we're talking about. I felt like we should have won this race. Guys, do you have that photo? I mean, it looks like championship form. Like, he should have crossed the finish line, got a gold, but somehow we were robbed on that one. But coincidentally, I would like to welcome our manager of athletics, rec services, and residents, Todd Coughlin, to say some words for you tonight.
Jamin and Paul, I know where you work.
First off, I would like to welcome everybody as well. Paul, I think we had the same speechwriter, so hopefully I'm going to not reiterate too much. But I need to start with a personal thanks. And if, again, you can hold applause a little bit. Two different pieces here. The first one, the college administration and ELT teams. Without you, obviously, we couldn't do what we do, and we really appreciate it. The DCM students, George and Pete, the work that group has done this year with our hosting of championships, coming over and helping us with this, has just been incredible. And they've been responsible for a lot of the video you see. And then the AV team. They go unspoken. Gavin, Ryan, Tristan, and Darwin, all hanging out in the corner over there. Again, we wouldn't go anywhere without them. And then our sponsors. And sponsors, if you're in the room, this happens because of you. So please, let's give those groups a round of applause. And then a special round of thanks going to these groups. Our student trainers team. Your sacrifice, being some of you a student athlete, then also training, having to travel. I mean, your work was just exemplary this year, and I can't say thank you enough. To Shelley Carter-Rose, who's Director of Student Services, my direct report. Her support has been unwavering and continued, and I really appreciate that piece. To the coaches, you know, what they sacrifice in a full-time position on top of their real jobs is just unmatched. And again, love the jobs they do. To my team, Ada, Holly, Paul, Jamin, Georgie, Taylor. You watched a lot of productions. Every weekend, we host an event. It's not just, let's just throw some people together. It takes a major behind-the-scenes coordination. And that's not championships. I'm talking just your everyday game. And it's amazing the work these people do. I thank them because they actually make me look good sometimes, and I like that when they're not throwing me under the bus. But it's, you know, these people, they've just been outstanding. And then last but not least, student athletes. Amazing this year. Yes, we don't have a banner up here, but you know what? You don't always have to have the banner to have a great year. And we're going to get into a little bit of that. But for those groups, a round of applause. Basically, when you look at all the thanks, I mean, we do what we do for you, student athletes. We really do. That's what we strive for. It's about the student experience. And when I look at a year and I summarize, like, you know, this week, obviously tomorrow, probably all day or all night tonight, I'll be thinking about the year because I usually do that. I think about the 3 pillars. And I go through each pillar and I kind of figure out, okay, where do we get the success? Academic accountability. Okay, mid-season retention was the highest it's been in the 4 years I've been here. And that's outstanding. Our GPA is on pace to once again, as an entire department, be higher than the student body. Incredible. And then 10 CCAA All-Canadian Academic Award winners this year. It's the highest it's ever been. So, great job on the academic accountability. The athletic excellence, women's futsal, second year in existence, and a silver medal, outstanding. Men's volleyball, beat the curse. And of course, not saying I play favorites, but that one has a little bit to me as well because and for those of you that don't know, I coached here from 93 to 97, made the playoffs twice, didn't get a win. Not on the championship side, did on the B side, but sometimes those just don't feel right. And I think student athletes, you'll understand. And so great on that. Women's volleyball for the first time, qualifying for the tournament in 10 years. And then Sophia, a rookie, going to CCAAs, pulling out a bronze. And for every single team, and I can say this honestly, for the first time that I've been here, not once or not a single day was there a team that was going to step onto the court, onto the field, onto the course, and not have a legitimate shot at winning. So to me, we've hit the athletic excellence. So again, good job. And the one piece also I'm pretty proud of, which is the third pillar, is the student-athlete experience. You look around some of the changes, and again, this goes back to all the support we have. The Hall of Fame, inaugural Hall of Fame, launched this year. A $55,000 trophy case to honor your accolades just up in the foyer up top. The curtains, brand new, and I know all of you love that one. That looks great. The development of the athletic therapy program. It's gotten stronger and only going to get stronger, which is fun. The Warm Paws campaign, altered it this year, but again, well represented, and your involvement makes those kind of programs move. The community reading programs that we're involved in, and then our social media and exposure in that part. Obviously, we've got one person that can really take a lot of the credit for that, but he's done a great job, and that's Jamin, and I've got to tell you, you guys have all seen it. So bottom line, even though we don't have a banner, it's been a banner year, and don't ever think otherwise, because just remember that the name on the jersey, or the front of your jerseys, carries you into the classroom, onto the court, and into the community. So Kodiaks, great job this year.
Thank you, Todd. Well, it's about time to hand out some awards. We have so much to celebrate. We'll recognize each individual team and their award winners, and we have a bunch of special scholarships to hand out as well tonight, and the 7 big Kodi Awards. These are the ones that you all had the opportunity to vote on this year. They were picked democratically. It was an online vote. Description of awards and nominees were online. Over 400 votes were cast, which goes to show just how much people care about Kodiaks athletics. And these votes were then mixed in with votes that came from Kodiaks administration, coaches, and the Kodiaks Association. Those ones were weighted with a little bit slightly more weight to them, so I guess it wasn't fully democratic, pretty democratic. And when the big awards are announced, we would ask that the team captains for the team awards come up to receive those ones. Captains, can you identify yourselves here tonight? I just don't want any confusion once someone wins and the captains don't know who they are. We're about to present our first big award of the evening. It is the Comeback of the Year. To present the night's first award, please welcome Chair of the college's Board of Governors, Kristen Aylesby.
I'm so excited to present this award tonight. It's the Best Comeback of the Year award. When the Kodiaks are down but not out, that one game, race, match, or injury, when the Kodiaks showed their true grit and determination to say, not today, and battled back for a win. And the nominees are?
And the nominees for Best Comeback of the Year are men's basketball. Second half comeback leads Kodiaks to 90-77 upset of #1 ranked State. Women's volleyball. Kodiaks fight back from a 2-1 deficit against nationally ranked Red Deer College. And men's volleyball. Kodiaks stunned the King's University with epic comeback in the ACAC quarterfinal.
And the winner is men's volleyball.
Congratulations, men's volleyball. I feel like that award should spawn the Greg Guibo's Celebration of the Year award. There's so many spectacular athletes, as we pointed out, but in fact, so many of you are also spectacular students. And our next award comes from the CCAA, and it is the Academic All-Canadian Award. 10 of our student athletes were able to win this award. It balances excellence in both athletics and academics. And I'll announce the names. Please stand. You don't have to come up here. I won't make you do that. But please stand when you hear your name. And we'll hold our applause till the end and recognize all 10 of the winners. So the winners of CCAA Academic All-Canadian Awards this year, from the cross-country and indoor track team, Sophia Nowicki, Kayla Enders, and Emily Spencer. From the men's basketball team, Keanu Funa and Michael Clemens. From the men's soccer team, Cole Wandika and Braden Jetton. From the men's volleyball team, Matt Primrose. From the women's basketball team, Amy Arbon. And from the women's volleyball team, Christine Ward. Your CCAA Academic All-Canadians. Well, every single game that is played at home by our Kodiaks requires a team effort, and it's not just by the athletes. Game day operations are a handful, and the people behind the scenes work tirelessly to ensure that the games go off without a hitch, and they receive very little recognition for the endless work they do that allows you, the athletes, to perform and showcase your skills and compete in what we can, I think, all agree is a very high-quality atmosphere here in the ACAC and at Lethbridge College. Our two game day team leads for the 2017-18 season were highly organized. They kept everyone from officials to staff and, in some cases, coaches, you know who you are, Haggy, on point during games. And one could not be here tonight. The other one is standing right up here on stage, and she loves being in the spotlight. So please give a round of applause to Georgie Ellis and Taylor Penny. And one very important game day position that is difficult to fill and should not be overlooked is that of the game announcer. Kodiaks Athletics has been very lucky over the past 2 years to have an enthusiastic and very animated announcer that has the ability to get the crowd on their feet and energized like no one else. You all know who I'm talking about. Receiving an ACAC Minor Official of the Year honor, give a big so wish for the pride of Picture Butte, Kyle Grunin. Here comes the boom! You didn't even have to come on. Give it up for Kyle. That just hurt me doing that, Kyle. I don't know how you do it, man. It's amazing. Our next honor goes to the true heroes of the season because, let's face it, every athlete is pretty much falling apart at all times, or at least they think they are and aren't afraid to let you know about it. Our student trainers are the ones who are there to keep it all together. Words cannot describe how grateful we are for the thankless hours of work that the student trainers have put in this year, led by head trainer Curtis Arsenault. They went above and beyond to aid our athletes in all aspects of the game. Whether it was a pre-practice tape job, an impromptu mid-game reattachment of a limb, a bag of ice to heal a wound, or even just a chat about life, our student trainers put in countless hours with the teams, learning every single individual's needs. Having such great student trainers made Curtis's life much easier, which is really the ultimate goal, right, Curtis? And especially knowing that the student athletes were always in good hands. Their work often goes unnoticed to some, but to our athletes and staff, we're extremely thankful to have them. So we'll have them stand when announced, and then at the end, we'll have you show your appreciation for our student trainers. So congratulations and thank you to Matt Herman, Tiffany Risco, Jenna Dumontier, Cassidy Gallagher, and Shane Barnes. And also a special thank you to someone who's not a student anymore but keeps our soccer teams together, Robin Gieske. Thank you all. for your work this season. Send out another award again. We'll have team captains ready for this one. Our next Kodi Award is the best upset. To present this one, please welcome Provost and Vice President Academic Sam Lenchy.
All right, the best upset of the year. Heading into a competition as the underdog with all the odds against, this is the individual or team that showed their Kodiaks pride to put together their best performance or defy the odds. The nominees are.
And the nominees for Best Upset of the Year are Women's Futsal, upsetting top-seeded UAA in the ACAC semifinals. Cross country, Sophia Nowicki defeating her Red Deer College rival at CCAA Nationals. Men's basketball, knocking off previously unbeaten St. on the road. And women's volleyball, sweeping nationally number 4 ranked St. 3-0 over 2 straight nights.
Awesome, and the winner is men's basketball.
Congratulations, beating top-ranked, undefeated St. on the home floor at St. And it's nice that Sam got to hand out the award since she came from St. to come here, so sort of like a welcome to Lethbridge moment. I came from St. too, though. I can't even say anything. We're going to get into the team awards portion of the evening. Each team has 3 winners. Newcomer of the Year, Most Outstanding Player should be fairly self-explanatory. The other one is the Pillar Award that's handed out, and the Pillar Award is the highest honor that a Kodiaks athlete can achieve. It goes to the student athlete who represents the 3 pillars of Kodiaks excellence. That's academic accountability, athletic excellence, and the student athlete experience, getting involved in the community. Now for these awards, we won't ask the winners to come to the front, but we will ask that you stand and give a wave as we go through them. And we're going to do them team by team as the night goes on. So there's your instructions, and now you have to remember them as we go forward. So we'll start off with our first team celebration of the night. It is soccer and futsal.
Yeah. All right, I am standing here with men's basketball captain Corey Richardson. Corey, how did it feel to get the award for the best upset?
That was a really great feeling. I mean, myself and the guys put in a great effort to beat the number 1 team State at their gym. So it's a great feeling to have that recognized.
You were up against some pretty big teams out there, but you guys ultimately took it. So bring us back to that game. Tell us what went into the win.
A lot of hard work. I mean, we put a lot of work in, a lot of sweat at practice, a lot of running, But it was a great team game by us. We played the way we wanted to do, minimised what State wanted to do, and we came out, we put out the biggest upset of the year. So very happy with that. But congratulations to the other teams on being candidates. They did a great job themselves, but unfortunately the better team won.
All right, so the trophy is this lovely bear. What do you think of it?
It's actually one of the coolest trophies I've ever seen. I've never actually had a trophy that has a proper Kodiak bear on it, so it's actually pretty cool to me.
And who is going to take it home? What's the fight going to be?
Oh, that's not a doubt. That's come back to Australia with me. The other captains, I'm sorry, but it's going to come to a tropical weather for a little while. The Kodi's had enough of snow.
I think we all have had enough snow, so I guess you're done now, so you are finished with the Kodiaks. What's next for you?
I haven't really decided what's next for me. I've got a few things, maybe few pro options that are coming next for me, but I'll be definitely keeping an eye on what happens here for the men's basketball team and having an input regardless. As I said before, I made a lot of great friendships here, so I'll be keeping tabs on them, asking them, talking to them, consistently giving them some advice on how to handle things. So I definitely keep an eye on it here, and then it'll be focused on my next goal of going pro.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations. Excited to see what happens with the rest of the night, and thank you, Corey.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that's all the time we have for you. Let's check back.
CCAA Academic All-Canadian and ACAC South Division All-Conference team member, Braden Jetton. CCAA Academic All-Canadian and ACAC South Division All-Conference team member, Cole Wandika. ACAC South Division All-Conference team member, Peter Natigny. And ACAC South Division All-Conference team member, Joel Arias. And from futsal, ACAC Women's All-Conference first team member, Maddie Folk. ACAC Women's All-Conference first team member, Brittany Klein. ACAC Men's All-Conference second team member, Ben Knight. And ACAC silver medalists, the Kodiaks women's futsal team. Congratulations to all of you. And now to the Pillar Awards. We'll start with men's soccer. Newcomer of the year, Ben Knight. Most outstanding player, Braden Jetton. And Kodiak's Pillar Award winner, Joel Arias. To the Women's Soccer Awards, Newcomer of the Year, Peyton Olson. Most Outstanding Player, Brittany Klein. And Kodiak's Pillar Award winner, Kayla Keach. The Women's Soccer Award winners. Now on the futsal side of things, we'll start with the men's team. Newcomer of the year, James Britton. Most outstanding player, Jimmy Bakuru. And the Kodiak's Pillar Award winner, Seth Slump. The men's futsal award winners. And from the ACAC silver medalist women's futsal team, award winners are Newcomer of the Year, Christine Moser. Most outstanding player, Maddie Folk. And the Kodiak's Pillar Award winner, Jill Brown. The Kodiak's women's futsal team winners. Congratulations to all of you. Also tonight we have a number of very special scholarship awards to hand out. That's right, some of y'all are getting paid tonight. These student awards are specific to student athletes from specific teams. It's time to announce the first winners of the Teets Peterson Awards for soccer and futsal. To present these awards, please welcome Alvin Teets and Knud Peterson, along with soccer head coach Sean Carey and assistant coach Mark Priest. Alvin Teets and Knud Peterson, these two gentlemen making their way to the stage right now, were the first coaches of the women's soccer program at Lethbridge College way back in 1994. And the pair actually coached the Kodiaks to a CCAA national title in their first year at the helm. Think about that. We'll have our winners come to the stage. So first, the Teets Peterson Award recipients for soccer. Congratulations, Braden Jetton and Sydney Hope. Wait, no, don't go anywhere, Canudi. Canudi, Canudi, Canudi. We got one more. Alvin, you too. You don't get that off that easy. It's your own fault for supporting student awards. We have the recipients for the Teets Peterson Awards for futsal, and they go to Jimmy Bakuru and Christine Moser. Now you're done. Congratulations, Jimmy and Christine. Thank you, Alvin and Canudi, for your continued support. Truly two of the best men that you'll ever meet, and proud supporters of Kodiaks Athletics. It is now time to award the Best Championship Performance by a Team. To present the award, please welcome Executive Director, People and Planning, Corrine Roth.
Okay, Best Championship Performance by a Team. After earning their way into the conference or national championships, who saved their best performance for that given competition? This shows where the Kodiaks put forward what they have been training for all season long. And the nominees are?
The nominees for Best Championship Performance are men's basketball, ending Medicine Hat's season with a 19-point victory. Women's volleyball, upsetting host UAA in a 5-set thriller. Cross country, Sophia Nowicki's bronze medal winning run at CCAA Nationals. And women's futsal, upsetting top-seeded UAA in the ACAC Championship semifinal.
And the winner is women's futsal.
Congratulations to the women's futsal team. Silver medalists in just their second year, so a lot to live up to next year, but we're looking forward to it. It is now time for our next set of team awards. For this, we turn our attention to the cross country and indoor track teams.
In your eyes, there's a okay, Maddie Folk. Yes. Okay. And it was Best Championship Performance. Hi, I'm Stephanie Savage, and I'm joined here with futsal player Maddie Folk. Maddie, how does it feel to win Best Championship Performance in your first year?
It feels absolutely amazing. It's so well-deserved. Girls worked so hard. This is a very well-deserved, hardworking team, so I couldn't be happier.
So tell me a little bit about how the season ended for you guys. Silver, I am told. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about it.
So last year we finished dead last and worked our way up to second place this year. And yeah, it was a nice little high to end on. And yeah, we all worked our butt off and are very proud of one another. So yeah, it's been great.
So futsal, kind of a sport that not a lot of people know. How do you guys work hard? I guess, like, how hard is it to get people excited about the sport?
It's hard because no one knows what it is, what it's all about. It's a very fast-paced game, so once you see one game, you're pretty much hooked. It's tons of fun.
Awesome. And so It's getting bigger every year. Are you joining us again for the next season?
Absolutely, I am. Most of our team will be back, and we've got some young girls coming in that will only add more fire to the already quite lit flame. So,
yeah, I know there was a soccer camp last weekend, I believe. So what kind of prospects did you see coming out?
We saw a few girls. I think we had 42 turn out, and yeah, we've got some good ones coming up from high school and all the fresh meat, so it's good.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, and congratulations to your whole team on all the success this year. That's all the time we have. Thank you for joining me, and let's check back in with the show.
A CCAA Academic All-Canadian, Emily Spencer. A CCAA Academic All-Canadian, CCAA Individual Bronze Medalist, ACAC Individual Silver Medalist, and ACAC Rookie of the Year, Sophia Nowicki. And ACAC Team Bronze Medalist, the Kodiaks Cross Country Team. Kodiaks Women's Cross Country Team. And our ACAC honorees for indoor track, a silver medalist in both the 1,500 and 3,000 meters, and bronze medalist in the 1,000 meters, Sophia Nowicki. Bronze medalist in the 600 meters, Kayla Enders. ACAC team bronze medalist, the Kodiaks Women's Indoor Track Team. And bronze medalist in the 4x400 meter relay, the Kodiaks Men's Relay Team. Congratulations to our cross country and indoor track winners. And now we will recognize the team awards for cross country and indoor track. Please stand to be acknowledged. We'll start with the cross country award winners. Newcomer of the year, Sophia Nowicki. Most outstanding player, Spencer Jackson. And Kodiak's Pillar Award winner, it's not fair, she's already standing, Sophia Nowicki. And our indoor track award winners. Newcomer of the year, Daniel Robdrup. Most outstanding player, we'll make her stand up one more time, Sophia Nowicki. And the Kodiak's Pillar Award to Dayton Jans. Congratulations to all our indoor track and cross-country award winners. What an outstanding season. We have 2 scholarships to announce for the indoor track and cross-country teams. So again, please come to the stage if you hear your name. To present the Fire Safety Award, please welcome Director of Student Services, Shelley Carter-Rose, Head Coach of the indoor track and cross-country teams, Bertil Johansson, and Co-Head Coach, Simon Schurz. For guys that coach racers, they don't move very fast. Sponsored by Fire Safety Services Limited, the Fire Safety Award will go to 2 Kodiaks athletes who have demonstrated academic achievement. And the 2 winners of this award are Kayla Enders and John Kraus. Congratulations, Kayla and John. And to present the Jerry and Brian Stewart Memorial Award, we'll keep these folks on stage, and we'll also welcome Jerry and Brian's aunt, Ramona Stewart, to the stage. This award was created back in 2003 after brothers Jerry and Brian Stewart tragically passed away while climbing Mount Elbrus in Russia. Jerry and Brian were outstanding students and excellent athletes who competed for the Kodiaks cross-country team. The Stewart family has been a great friend to Lethbridge College and annually presents this award in memory of Jerry and Brian to honor Kodiak's cross-country runners who have excelled in both athletics and academics. This year's winners are Sophia Nowicki and Daniel Robdrup. Congratulations, Daniel and Sophia. Well, our next big award could have gone to any nominee, but we decided to single one out. It's the Coach of the Year. To present, well, I mean, you obviously call him the Vice President, Corporate Services and CFO. I just call him Simon. Simon Griffiths.
Right, Kodiak's Coach of the Year. Using the 3 pillars of Kodiak's athletics as a foundation, this leader guided their program to meeting or exceeding academic accountability, athletic excellence, and promoting the student-athlete experience. And the nominees are...
The nominees for Coach of the Year are Sean Kay, soccer and fitness. Greg Gibbous, men's volleyball. And Anna Schwartz, women's volleyball.
And the winner is Greg Gibbous, men's volleyball.
I can only hope Greg celebrated the same way he did in that video that we had. It is time to celebrate our next team, and well, isn't this fitting? And in no way planned, it is the men's volleyball team. It is time to recognize our award winners for men's volleyball. First, our CCAA and ACAC honorees. He's a CCAA Academic All-Canadian and ACAC All-Conference selection, Matt Primrose. And ACAC All-Conference selection, Dax Whitehead. And we'll now have our men's volleyball award winners stand to be recognized. The men's volleyball award winners are Newcomer of the Year, Michael Spab. Most Outstanding Player, Carter Hansen. And Kodiak's Pillar Award winner, Matt Primrose. Congratulations to our men's volleyball award winners. It is time for another special scholarship. This time, it is the 1981 Alberta Summer Games Athletic Award. Could I please ask Athletics Manager Todd Coughlin to come to the stage for this presentation? No round of applause for Todd. Don't take it personally. This award is presented to a student athlete who presents leadership both on and off the floor in the sport of volleyball. And the winner is Dax Whitehead. Such a great season for men's volleyball, but right there with the guys was that women's team. An outstanding rebound season. It is time for the Women's Volleyball Awards.
Head from the men's volleyball team. Dex, what award did you just win?
1981 Alberta Summer Games Award.
Awesome. And you just won an award right after your coach got named Coach of the Year. So how does it feel to have yourself be so successful and your coach?
Well, it doesn't really come with just myself. It comes with the team, and Greg himself. He deserved a lot this year for putting in countless hours to make us better, and really the awards that we get is because of him.
That's awesome. And you guys had quite a successful season. You guys went on some huge winning streaks. What were some of the highlights from this year?
I think winning that quarterfinal was something that you can't even really dream of. We haven't done it ever, so to actually win it and get that feeling was amazing to have.
And you personally, I know that you broke the kills record earlier in the season. It was 796, I believe, was the magic number. How did that feel, and what was that moment like?
It was good. It was nice to break it in Briarcrest, close to home, so my family can come watch. And it's just showing I worked hard this year, so kind of something to work forward to for next year, too, with another record in the reach.
So you have one more year left with the Kodiaks. What are you most excited for next year?
Just opening day, just to play with the guys again, one more time.
Awesome. Well, that is all the time we have here with Dax Whitehead. Dax, you're up for a couple more award predictions.
We'll see, I guess.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and let's check back in with the awards.
Kodiak's women's volleyball had its best season in more than a decade, returning to the ACAC playoffs this year. Let's recognize the team's national and conference honoree. She's a CCAA Academic All-Canadian and an ACAC All-Conference team selection, Christine Ward. Now the Kodiak's team awards for women's volleyball. Newcomer of the Year, Jamie Brown. Most Outstanding Player, Laura Serafini. And the Kodiaks Pillar Award winner, Taya Mikado. Congratulations to our women's volleyball honorees. Well, the women's volleyball team achieved great things this season, but they did it with a heavy heart and a sense of purpose. The season was played in memory of Emily Treweniuk, the former Kodiak, named Newcomer of the Year at this award ceremony just last year, died in a car crash following last season. But her memory lives on. Her name and number are immortalized on the gym wall. And tonight we award the first ever Emily Treweniuk Memorial Scholarship for women's volleyball. To present, please welcome Emily's sister and current Kodiak, Sienna Treweniuk, and women's volleyball coach, Anna Schwark. The Emily Treweniuk Memorial Award is sponsored by the Kodiaks Association. It goes to the women's volleyball student athlete who loves the game, commits to her teammates, and has that personality that everyone just wants to be around, just like Emily. And the inaugural winner is Megan Zott. Congratulations, Megan. Well, we met them earlier tonight, but when you have two guys that are just this good looking, you don't keep them off the stage for too long. So we'd like to welcome back Knut Peterson and Alvin Tietz, along with women's volleyball coach Anna Schwark and men's volleyball coach Greg Gibbous, to present the Tietz Peterson Award for volleyball. We have two winners of this award. The Tietz Peterson Award winners are Dax Whitehead and Harper Elwood. This time you're good. This time you can. Congratulations, Dax and Harper. Well, we just want to take a moment to acknowledge that it has been a tragic week in the sports community, both here and across Canada. Last Friday, 16 people were killed when the Humboldt Broncos team bus was hit on the way to an SJHL playoff game. And then last Saturday, our friends at the University of Lethbridge suffered their own loss when men's hockey captain Brock Hershey passed away after a battle with cancer. We send our love and condolences to all affected. And at this point, we'd ask if you would please rise, and we'll take a moment of silence for the Broncos that we lost, Brock Hershey, and our own Emily Treweniuk. Thank you. Well, most of what we do here at Kodiaks Athletics is team-focused, even in the individual sports. We have teams that we rally around. But as we've seen, it takes some spectacular individual athletes to make great teams. It is time for our Tim Tollestrup Male Leadership and Athlete of the Year Award to present. Please welcome longtime Lethbridge College Athletic Director, Tim Tollestrup. Tim Tollestrup Leadership Male Athlete of the Year Award goes to the student athlete who stepped onto the court, course, pitch, or classroom every day, prepared to do what it takes to reach not only their individual goals, but those of their team and the athletics department. He brings those intangibles that make a difference in a season. And the nominees are...
And the nominees for the Tim Tollestrup Male Leadership and Athlete of the Year Award are Keanu Funa, basketball. Dax Whitehead, volleyball. And Wilson McTigney, soccer and futsal.
And the winner is Dax Whitehead. Congratulations, Dax. From the hard court to the, still the hard court, but with different lines, it's time for the Men's Basketball Team Awards.
Sienna. They are here because Megan was just awarded with the Emily Cherwiniuk Memorial Award, and that was presented for the first year this year. So Sienna, can you tell me a little bit about how it feels to have that award given out?
Well, obviously it's bittersweet because I would have loved for Emma to be here and just to get like pills, right? So definitely bittersweet. And Megan played high school volleyball together, so I couldn't think of a more fitting person for it to go to.
So now, just for those of us who don't know much about Emma, what was she like?
She was just like energy, like could you imagine? And like a human being, like that's what she was, just like light, happiness, like flowing mane of curly hair, like artistic, beautiful, talented, like I can't say enough good things.
And Megan, how does it feel to be the first recipient of this award?
It's an honor because Emma, knowing her, she is everything Sienna said and 10 times more, and just being able to represent her today and be here for her is a complete honor.
So you guys got to play high school volleyball together. You did not play at the college level together, or did you play the first year?
No, I did not play together in college, but we played high school.
And what was it like coming onto this team this year?
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was different atmosphere, but it was all worth it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and thank you so much for being here. That's all the time we have. Let's check back in with the award ceremony.
And ACAC second team all-conference selection, Keanu Funa. And a CCAA Academic All-Canadian and ACAC second team all-conference selection, Michael Clemens. And now our men's basketball award winners. Newcomer of the year, Michael Clemens. Most outstanding player, Keanu Funa. And Kodiaks Pillar Award winner, Pierce Van Galen. Congratulations to our men's basketball honorees. We have a very special scholarship to present to one Kodiaks player. To present the John Jazikowicz Award, please welcome Johnny J's niece, Jackie Fletcher, along with men's basketball coach, Ryan Hagee. I'm impressed Ryan didn't sneak out to watch the Bruins game. 5-1. Good or bad?
What do you think?
Well, yeah, you're still smiling. Johnny J was once a Kodiak himself, and in the early 70s, and was an ACAC All-Star in 1974-75. He also coached the women's basketball team to back-to-back national championships in '89 and '90. John passed away in February 2006, but the legacy that he left with Lethbridge College remains strong to this day. This year's Johnny J. Award winner for men's basketball is Keanu Funa. Congratulations, Keanu. It is time to honor this year's best from the female side of our athletics programs. To present the Tim Tullestrup Leadership and Athlete of the Year Award once again, please welcome Tim Tullestrup. The Tim Tullestrup Leadership Female Athlete of the Year Award. This student athlete stepped onto the court, course, pitch, or classroom every day, prepared to do what it takes to reach not only their individual goals, but those of their team and the athletics department. She brings those intangibles that make a difference in a season. And the nominees are...
And the nominees for the Tim Tullestrup Female Leadership and Athlete of the Year Award are... Brittany Klein, soccer and futsal. Sophia Nowicki, cross country and indoor track. And Christine Ward, volleyball.
And the winner is Christine Ward. Congratulations, Christine. We have one final team to recognize here this evening. It is the women's basketball team.
A tiger.
No, just get me. It's good. Yeah. Hi, I am here with Christine Ward, who was just awarded with the Tim Tullestrup Leadership and Female Athlete of the Year. Tell me how you're feeling.
Feeling good. It's kind of, it makes me feel good that all this hard work paid off and that people are noticing, so that makes me feel good, but it's more than just a award for myself. It's kind of for my whole team, so yeah.
And volleyball definitely has been raking in the awards tonight. Greg and the team and everything like that, Dax. So how does that make you feel that the volleyball team is pulling in such good numbers?
It makes me feel good that finally, like I said, everyone's hard work. Both programs have put in a lot of hard work, and it's been more, it's usually, this community is all about basketball, and finally I think it's kind of starting to turn to more volleyball, which is awesome for our teams to bring in some awesome players.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Christine. Congratulations, and let's get back to the awards.
No team underwent more change from one season to the next than this club, but through it all, one player was an absolute rock. For our national and conference honoree, she is a CCAA academic All-Canadian and an ACAC South Division First Team All-Star, Amy Arbin. Our women's basketball team award winners. Newcomer of the Year, Maddie Gladstone. Most outstanding player, Courtney Kwasny. And the Kodiaks Pillar Award winner, Jacqueline Heggie. Congratulations to our women's basketball team award winners. And now to present the John Jazikowicz Award to a member of our women's basketball team, please once again welcome Jackie Fletcher, along with Kodiak's women's basketball coach, Deanna Simpson. This year's Johnny J. Award winner is Amy Arbin. Congratulations, Amy. Well, all year long, the Kodiaks Association has been running a 50-50 draw, so someone is now really going to get paid. The association does all sorts of things to support Kodiaks athletics, raising money that helps you, the student athletes, get to where you're going and allow you the opportunity to play sports at the level that you do and on the stage that you do. This year, 343 tickets were sold, and the jackpot is $860. To make the draw for this year's year-long 50-50 jackpot, please welcome from the Kodiaks Association, Knut Peterson and Kodiaks Athletic Manager Todd Coughlin. Knuti, you get to do the honors. If you pull your own name, it goes right back in there, though. It's a graceful process that we have here. The winner doesn't have to be here tonight. They will win the money regardless. I know. It's not Knuti. Our winner is Ryan Casco. Congratulations and thank you, Ryan. Jackson has taken the team out. And to say a couple quick words, once again, please welcome Kodiak's Athletics Manager, Todd Coughlin.
I kind of think I know who's buying now. On behalf of the Kodiaks Association, this is a group that's been around since about 1996 and one that really has flown under the radar. They are probably one of the biggest sponsors of Kodiak Athletics. Annually, they're usually somehow involved and really with no credit. And it's my pleasure to tell you right now that a major announcement is that the Kodiak Association has agreed to a gift in kind to a $50,000 gift to Kodiak Athletics. So on my behalf or to the Kodiak Association, thank you very much.
Thank you to Knuti and to the whole Kodiaks Association. It's amazing work that they do year after year to help support all of us here at Kodiaks Athletics. We have one final award to give out tonight. It is for the Kodiaks Team of the Year. To present this award, please welcome Lethbridge College President and CEO, Dr. Paula Burns.
Guided by the academic accountability, the athletic excellence, and the promotion of the student athletic experience, the outstanding team has the foundation in place to strive towards achieving each pillar through hard work, focus, and pride in the Kodiaks name on their jerseys. Just watch for the nominees.
The nominees for Team of the Year are Women's Futsal, Men's Volleyball, Women's Volleyball, Men's Soccer, and Men's Basketball.
And the winner is Men's Volleyball.
Congratulations to the men's volleyball team on winning the Team of the Year award. You know what? That does it for us here tonight. A couple quick announcements before we go. There will be plenty of time to take team photos and that sort of thing after, but we would ask that all of the major award winners tonight, so Dax, Christine, Greg, the scholarship award winners, if you made your way up to stage tonight, we'll get you to meet after just under the scoreboard to take some photos. Otherwise, please stick around, enjoy your evening. Once again, a thank you to the AV team, Gavin, Ryan, Darwin, and Tristan for taking care of us tonight. Thank you to our organizers, Todd, Ada, Holly, and Jamin, as well as to Georgie, who was up here on stage all night, even though she didn't want to be. Jamin did those amazing highlight videos, and DCM student Libby McMenamin produced the nominee videos and was up all night doing it for us. So thank you to you. And most importantly, thank you to all of you, the student athletes. Without you, none of us could do what we do. And we appreciate everything that you put into the year. It was a fantastic year, and we look forward to doing it all again next year. Thank you again. Have a great night.